it comes to dealing with a narcissist, they can almost be a cute little kitten that you don't want to get too close to, because once you do get too close to them, they're going to turn into that lion that's going to eat you for their lunch. When it comes to narcissistic people, you will often find that they act very differently depending on the people that they are around. Now, you can have the narcissist that's full of that charismatic charm that just acts themselves no matter who they are with in a nice way, where they pull people in who believe that that narcissist is a really, really nice person. Or you can have the narcissist that rules through fear, that is arrogant enough to be their hideous selves no matter who they are around through fear. So people don't speak up to them, people don't stand up against them, people don't stand up for themselves to them because of the fear of punishment of what that narcissist will do from what you've seen that narcissist do to other people who have spoken up to them, who have called them out on their behaviour. However, most narcissists act very differently depending on the people they are around. So this video is to explain more on why they do this. Thank you very much to the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So when it comes to the narcissist personality disorder, one of the criteria is they are seeking excessive attention. Another is they are usually envious of other people, believing others are envious of them. And they have that sense of grandiosity, believing they are better than others. And they can do this in the obvious arrogant ways, another characteristic of the disorder, or they can do it in the more subtle, vulnerable, fragile victim play ways where they're gaining that sympathetic attention. However, it is usually a supply of attention that they are after. And when they don't already appreciate the attention they are getting, they are not going to appreciate more of the same. They're not going to appreciate more of the different. When it comes to a narcissist, no matter how much attention you give them, it's never going to be enough for them. They're envious people. They're always seeking more. And how they achieve this is by playing a character based on the person they are trying to impress, based on the attention they are trying to get from another person. Depending who that narcissist is around, that narcissist is going to mirror that person, which is why narcissists can come across as know-it-alls. They often believe they know it all, and they'll often pick out bits of information on different subjects to make sure they know just enough to influence somebody who knows that information, to manipulate that person into believing that the narcissist is like-minded to that person. They are going to mirror who they are around in order to influence the people they are around into liking that narcissist, into believing that they have things in common with that narcissist. So if somebody likes pop music, that narcissist is suddenly going to know everything about pop music and really like pop music. If someone likes R&B, that narcissist is suddenly going to know everything about R&B and really interested in the music that person is interested in. If somebody is interested in having children, that narcissist is going to want to have children. If someone isn't interested in having children, that narcissist isn't going to want children. If somebody likes cars, that narcissist is suddenly going to gain as much knowledge as possible about cars. If somebody likes trains, a narcissist is going to suddenly gather as much information as possible about trains. Because once they can get into somebody's mind based on the fact that they like the same things as that person, you then create an identity of that narcissist, believing they have a lot of similarities to you. A narcissist will morph into whatever personality type the other person is in order to build a connection with that other person. And as that isn't who the narcissist truly is, as that isn't the narcissist's true identity, at some point their mask slips and they reveal who they truly are. However, when that mask slips and they reveal who they truly are, as we've already created a belief within our minds of who that narcissist is, based on who that narcissist sold themselves to be, as when they show us who they truly are, they blame us for them stepping out of character. If only we hadn't have done something to them, if only we'd have done something for them, they wouldn't have acted in that way. So we're the one that are left questioning ourselves and not the very person who has changed right in front of us. When it comes to a narcissistic person, they are looking to get their needs met. They are looking to get their needs met at all costs to you. They will sell themselves to be whoever you want them to be in order to get what they want from you. Most of the time though, because we believe who they sold themselves to be that genuine person, we don't want to let them down. We don't want to hurt their feelings. As we believe they have the same dreams as us, we know how passionate we are about those dreams and how much we would like those kinds of things. So when somebody we care about wants the same things, or we are led to believe they want the same things, we don't want to let them down. We don't want to break that promise on them. We want to be loyal to them. And a narcissist knows exactly how to leverage that loyalty to give us the false hope of something that was never meant to be. And when it comes to a narcissist, they would rather impress a stranger than care for their own family, because they have their own family where the narcissist believes right where they want them. So they're going to go out to impress a stranger. Their body is like their house, and when they feel the walls crumbling around them in their own home because they're no longer getting their own needs met, they are going to create a new persona to go and get their needs met elsewhere. However, as it is, because they've created a persona, created an illusion, it doesn't last. Now, with some narcissistic people, you can have people who never recognise who that narcissist is. Either they do not want to see it, they fear seeing it, they've had that much fear placed into them seeing what the narcissist has done to other people, so they create a story within their own minds to save themselves, fight, flight, freeze and fawn. And it's usually subconsciously done. Or if somebody isn't around the narcissist too often, if somebody hasn't, what the narcissist perceives to have criticised the narcissist, a narcissist can treat that person incredibly well, never showing that person the toxic side to the narcissist. So that person genuinely believes that the narcissist is a decent person. An example, children at a park. You can have a group of 4 children at a park, and one, call them J, can kick and hit 2 of those children. but can be really nice to the third child. So the third child can then say, well, Jay's never hit me. Well, Jay's never done this to me. Well, Jay's always kind to me. Because in that child's reality, Jay is always nice to them. Jay has never hurt them. Even though they can see Jay kicking somebody else, and Jay will often go to that other person and say, oh, it's because they did this to me. And when young children are never taught that just because they don't do it to you doesn't make it right for them to do it to somebody else, when children are never taught that it's wrong to do that to other people, when they're never taught to take responsibility for their behaviour, they grow up, not always, but often they grow up into adults who do not take responsibility for their behaviour, who humiliate people, who punish people, who mock people, who shame people, and then blame the other person for not being able to take a joke. A narcissist will morph into whoever they need to impress to get their needs met, which is why they can very often treat people very differently. And when it comes to a narcissist, they rule through love or fear. So there are those people that the narcissist will love bomb to such an extent that those people only see the good in the narcissist, becoming the narcissist enablers or the narcissist flying monkeys. So when people do begin to see who the narcissist truly is, those enablers and flying monkeys will stick up for that narcissist. They'll defend that narcissist. And sometimes a narcissist can push people too far, which is when they have to completely move out of the persona they've sold to everyone, move to a different place and start impressing new people all over again. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, what you see is not what you get. And what you get is what you can see. However, they're going to manipulatively deceive you and hide who they are from you and project out on you and tell on themselves in ways where they're not actually telling on themselves to confuse you. They'll tell you what the exes did to them. However, it's what the narcissist did to the exes. They'll tell you what their neighbour is up to, what their best friend is up to. However, it's not the neighbour or the best friend, it's the narcissist that is doing that to you. They will tell you that you're insecure, that you're too sensitive, when they are the ones that are provoking those feelings within you because they feel insecure, because they feel sensitive. They pass their toxic qualities on to those around them, and they steal the genuine qualities from those around them to pass off to other people as their own. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please add those into the comments. I shall link into the description of the video on the narcissist and their shadow side, the narcissist illusion, and the narcissist reward and punish. If you are looking for further support, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the description if you'd like to take a look at that. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.